over there?
Actually, I haven't been out for most of the day.
Over
Yeah.
in my neck of Florida, it's like a high of 88, I think.
I've been having like some serious pollen allergies lately, and it's just I don't want to go outside.
Oh yeah.
That's fair.
It's already pretty bad when I go to my kitchen. I just don't want to go outside.
Where do you live, Maya, in Florida?
So most of the year I'm up in Tallahassee for university, but it's spring break right now, so I'm visiting family in Orlando.
Uh,
Very nice, very nice. Well, I had hoped we'd have more people coming in, but this was we had a cap on our registration for this event, which we don't usually do. We were testing something out. And so we are so grateful to have you here, Daniel. You might end up being our only audience member here tonight, which we are just so happy you are here. And the good news is, by default, if you're our only audience member tonight, you actually are going to win a prize at the end of this.
Lucky me.
Yeah, so hopefully that sounds good. We would love to have more people here, but we are grateful that you are among us, and we're going to proceed accordingly. So great. So welcome to our event. I'm going to get us started right now. And we are Inform Your Community. We are here today to talk to you about an important topic in our Much to Discuss program, where we play fun games. And we are going to be talking today about job training and workforce development. So we're very excited about this topic. And my pronouns are she and her, and I am a white woman with kind of salt and pepper hair, maybe a little bit more on the salt these days than the pepper. And wearing a white shirt over a striped shirt and with a black background. We can also enable closed captioning, so you have that available to you as well if you need that. At Inform Your Community, our goal is to offer fun events with important information. And so if this is your first event with us today, we are so glad that you're here, but you can check out all of our other events at www.informyourcommunity.org. And there is, of course, a mailing list subscription button there, so you can click onto that and make sure that you get on our mailing list, as well as if you're watching this on YouTube, you can go ahead and like and subscribe. We appreciate it, and of course, feel free to share. So we play lots of fun games, but particularly today, we're going to be playing trivia and a scavenger hunt. So the good news is we'll have a certificate for you for whichever games you win. But also, even more importantly, is today we're testing out another new thing today is we actually have a prize for our winners. So we're excited about that. And the prize will be a $25 gift certificate to the Unemployed Philosophers Guild. So we thought that was a nice tie-in with our job training topic today. So during the game, you'll have a chance to chat, to ask us questions and so forth, and have some fun. So to help us facilitate our games today, we have the joyful Jessica Meyer with us today. We are grateful to have you here.
Mayor.
Welcome. Jessica is a DEI consultant with an expertise in job training and professional development.
Actually, can I correct you?
Yes, sure.
Actually, what I do is consulting and training on disability issues primarily. And some of the classes that I have taken were in job training. I'm not an expert on it per se.
Well, we are glad that you are here to join us nonetheless. We appreciate it. We also have the magnificent Maya Goldstone, who is our Much to Discuss program director. So thank you, Maya, for joining us today. And
Thank you for having me.
I am grateful. And we have our technically terrific Tyler, who will be our tech person today. Thank you, Tyler. So throughout the games, we do ask ideally that you have yourself unmuted so you can talk, or you can write in chat. For some of the questions, you could even use emojis potentially. Fair warning for the scavenger hunt, we do need you to put the camera on if that's at all possible. at least to show us your items. So even if you don't want to be on camera and you're camera shy, you can use the camera just to show us your items. So without further ado, we're going to get started. We're going to do a little practice right now, okay? And ideally what we want you to do is just go ahead, turn your camera on, turn your camera off real quick. So we're going to have everybody turn their camera on real quick, turn their camera off real quick.
I wonder if my lighting's working.
Oh, we don't see you, Daniel. Oh, there we go. Excellent. Nice to see you.
And
Wow.
you're so handsome.
So thank you for joining us, Daniel. Excellent. So great. And then next I'm going to have you do is introduce yourself in the chat. So I'll introduce myself too. We can go ahead and all introduce ourselves. And you can tell us why you were interested in this event. If you want to tell us your position or your workplace, that's great too. Excellent. So while folks are writing in the chat, the other thing I want you all to do to practice is to use an emoji to express what mood you're in today. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and do that too. I'm in a happy, lovey mood today. I know it's no longer Valentine's Day, but you know what? I'm in that kind of a mood. Why not? All good things today to all of us, right? So without further ado, I think we are ready to get started. So thank you for typing in the chat. I'm so glad about that. And we also put in our locations and stuff, which is great. Good to know where we all are coming from. Without further ado, I would love to introduce Jessica. If Tyler would be grateful, I would be grateful for Tyler to share your slides. We're going to go ahead and have Jessica lead us in our trivia.
Well, first I can tell you how I'm feeling today.
Oh, please do.
This is a game, and it's a trivia game. And next slide. Okay, the rules of the game are each round has a different response to it. You must respond in to win the round. The host makes the final decision, and that's me. The host will give points to whoever wins each round. And it's worth 1 point for each question.
Great.
Next slide. You have to answer the question in the chat box for this one. Go ahead. On the onset of this unprecedented event caused a high shift to remote work, which thing, instead of working in person, which item is it? A, the Industrial Revolution, B, the start of the trade apprenticeship, C, World War II, D, the COVID pandemic, and E, all of the above. I think we lost them.
So, Daniel, since you're I would love to hear your answer. Oh, I think you're muted, although you can put it in the
Oh,
chat. There we go.
I'd have to say the COVID pandemic.
Yay! And we all remember those Zoom calls that we used to make. And
Yeah.
by the way, the Industrial Revolution was, do you want me to explain each one or no?
You don't have to, but if you want to add anything, you're welcome.
No, it's okay.
Go on ahead. I think we're ready for our next slide.
First one to shout it out wins. Go ahead. The name of a given skill, non-technical, such as teamwork, communication, and creativity, is known as. Come on, Daniel.
Those are vocational skills, aren't they? Or is that a more technical?
More technical.
Yeah. Yeah, a soft skill is. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's all good. So, yeah, so soft skills are actually, you're totally right. So vocational skills are those kind of more technical skills. Soft skills are the ones also sometimes referred to as human skills. And these are considered soft as opposed to those kind of hard skills that are more technical, and require some kind of formal training. And actually, soft skills are often on the list of the top 3 skills that employers want. So even though we don't think about being trained in them, soft skills are actually often the more desirable skills that people don't necessarily have.
Mm-hmm.
2 for 2. Oh, well, yeah. Okay, here we go. Next one.
Okay, the first one to answer this in the chat box wins. Yay! What percentage of existing skilled workers will be retiring within the next 10 years?
Anybody got an answer to this one?
I want to say like 78%, but it seems a little high.
And
No,
the answer is E, 50%.
that is true, 50%. And it's, there's positives and negatives about that. If we think about it, it's like that is half the workforce. That's crazy. So the good news about that is that's going to free up a lot of jobs, right? So for those who are unemployed, knowing that those positions are going to be vacant. But on the other side, there's a whole lot of kind of institutional history and knowledge that ends up leaving with those people when they leave those positions. So there's definitely a loss of experience with the loss of those folks. Yeah.
But also automation and AI are going to take a lot of jobs over too. So
possibly, that's I still kind of feel that one's up for debate, whether AI is going to take a lot of jobs. Maybe it'll just shift the jobs a little bit. Somebody still has to know how to use the AI to get those things done. But it's definitely going to have a great impact on those on what's going to happen in the next 10 years. AI is it is going to be a challenge. Ready for the next question? I think we've got. Yeah, go ahead.
One to use the raised hand emoji will and get the question right will win. Okay. The piece of legislation adopted in 1917 provided federal support for vocational education. Was it the Smith-Hughes Act, Professional Development Act, Job Instruction Training Program, the GI Bill, or Washington Murray apps?
Um,
Daniel?
I want to say the Smith Hughes Act.
Yes. Wow.
Good job. That's great. Okay, it seems our winner is clearly
Things
Daniel.
up, right?
So the Smith-Hughes Act provided federal aid to the states for the purposes of promoting pre-collegiate vocational education, specifically in agricultural, industrial trades, and even in home economics. Some of these other ones on here, the job instruction training program, for example, that's for kind of on the job training. For new, like as a new employee is trained kind of step by step, that's what that would refer to, by, let's say, an assigned coworker or a supervisor. And then we also have the GI Bill, which was, I think this is probably self-evident, but that's to benefits to help pay for college for those who are from the military, and for college, for graduate school, for training programs, and so forth. Just want to mention also about that job instruction training program, that is usually kind of often used in manual kind of factory type work. They have this type of a training program. So are we ready for the next question? I think this might be our last question.
Yeah. For one to sing this answer. You have a good voice, Daniel?
Oh no.
Okay. Which, okay, the job instruction program, JIT, instituted the response to this war. The War of 1812, the First World War, the Second World War, the Korean War, or the Cold War. I'm trying to be funny. I'm not working. It's not working.
I was with you on that one. Any answers for this one? Are we gonna make our the person who answers it sing it?
Oh no, I don't think. I'd probably enrage the neighbors. I want to say the First World War.
First World War. What do you think, Jessica? What's the answer?
World War II was Rosie the Riveter, because they had to get the women on board to do the work,
Oh, yeah.
to make those machines, and they instituted a program where they could build airplanes and stuff that went into World War II because, okay, finish the answer.
Ta-da! Well, I think Daniel is our clear winner there. So we are glad that that's the case. And now this next game, this is going to be fun because this is when you have to get out of your seat. Okay. So and we're glad we're on camera. We're ready to go for the scavenger hunt. And for this one, Maya is going to help us out with that one.
Maya.
Hooray! Magnificent Maya. So, why don't you? Well, once the slides get up, we'll get us started.
Can I play?
Hi, welcome to the scavenger hunt.
Yay. Next slide.
So we got a couple of rules for how this is going to go. You need to have your webcam on. That way I can see who arrives first. We're going to show 3 items on the slide. These may not seem specific. Some are just fun or are a metaphor. All players will have a limited time. I believe it's 45 seconds to find up to those 3 items. And you must come back to the starting position before the countdown ends in order to qualify. You must rush to find the items and show them on the webcam Only the first person back will show their items and get the points. And then I will keep score as we go. Next slide, please. So our first letter, we've got reading material, retirement plan, and a relevant work item. Everybody ready? 45 seconds on the clock. Let's go.
Go, Daniel, go. Oh, you should have won.
Actually,
Ah, it's harder than it looks.
I think to have everything. I don't know if this counts as a retirement plan, but I have a copper coin.
Up. Oh, what is it?
It's a copper coin. I don't know if it shows up that low.
That's great.
We can see it.
I also have my notary stamp right here.
Mhm.
And some reading material.
Nice.
It's a big book.
Well, yeah, it's a Torah.
That is impressive. Okay, I wanted to share some things I found. I've got a tax form,
Ooh.
which also is my reading material, because it was handy, and my relevant work item. And I have my slippers, because that's what my retirement is going to involve. It's me having slippers. But I think, Daniel, you're the winner on that one for sure.
I've got Band-Aids and Motrin. Does that count as a retirement plan?
Probably, sure. A very painful retirement plan.
They're Disney Band-Aids.
They're
Now we're talking.
Disney Band-Aids. Oh my gosh. And you know, did you want to tell us more about these items, Maya? Would you like me to?
I can absolutely tell us a little bit more about these items. So reading material in particular is incredibly important for job training, whether it be online courses, professional help books, trade magazines. These are all great resources for continuous learning. Continuous learning is self-motivated education to improve skills and expand experiences. It's also known as lifelong learning. 74% of people report that they are ready to continue learning to remain employable. Also, as mentioned in the trivia, 50% of the workforce will be retiring in the next 10 years. So folks are definitely ready to no longer have work items at all and are instead starting to think about their retirement plans.
Good point. Good point. And it looks like we have somebody else here. Welcome, Anthony. Thank you so much for joining us as well. Ready for our next slide?
Yes. So your next items are an eraser, an employer ideal or actual, and some educational materials. Are we ready? Let's go.
I love when I don't need to leave my desk for the items.
Oh, so
I think I have a problem getting an eraser.
I have a pencil.
Yeah.
We're at the halfway mark.
Uh-oh. I'm a teacher. You'd think I'd have educational material.
I have your educational material.
I have too much educational material.
I've got my Canvas page.
Seconds.
All right, who got back first?
I didn't
Alright.
go anywhere. I don't know if that counts.
Okay. Okay, I've got everything I need. Hold on. Who's going first?
Daniel, did you get your stuff?
I have everything but an eraser.
Got no
Show
eraser?
it. Let's see it.
Oh, I have pretty much all of my books are just, studies and educational.
There you go.
And an employer, I have my credit card, but I can't show that. It'd work for, it'd be nice to work for a bank.
There you go. That
Nice.
that works. I've got my, so this is my ideal employer, is me and my husband working together. So there you go. He was wondering why I dragged him over here.
You just want IT help, that's all.
That might also be true. I have
That
my
is my job today.
I've got my education material. This is a book that I teach from, and oh, and I have a pencil with an eraser. Wait, where is it? No, I have a pencil with an eraser. Luckily, my kids leave those around literally everywhere.
I'd get creative and show you my backspace button, but I don't want to move my camera.
That's fair. Anthony, were you able to bring
Anthony,
anything back? Or... Maybe not.
I'm gonna jazz up our scavenger hunt.
All right, maybe we're on the next slide. Oh, actually, I'm sorry.
All right.
To the next slide. Did we want to say anything about that one?
Yes, please.
Uh-oh.
I can
So-
cover. Oh yeah, go ahead. You can cover it, Maya.
So there's a great connection between employers and educational material that we wanted to point out. If companies invested in learning and development, about 45% of employees would stay at their companies longer. You may be wondering how erasers is relevant. Well, we want to promote the age-old saying that there is a reason that pencils have erasers. For example, you might be in a profession and realize that you prefer to do a different type of work, or you may be at a job feeling the imposter syndrome, or that you are out of your element and you may realize you've made a mistake in some task at your job, that you are embarrassed that you didn't know better. Professional development helps provide learning and training for career-specific goals and advancement that enable employees to stay competitive in their field.
And also, if you're afraid to make a mistake, then you can't do anything in life because you're afraid to make a mistake. Kids are not afraid to make a mistake, so therefore they're more creative.
Good point. There's a great book called The Beautiful Oops that my kids used to have, and it shows how, like, you spill a cup of coffee and then you make an artwork out of it. It's really super cute. I recommend looking it up. Beautiful Oops. If you need to get anybody a gift or something, but it's just it's great for adults too, actually. Awesome. Okay. Ready for the next slide, Maya?
Next slide. Yeah. So
Uh-oh.
we've got a soft skill related item. Remember, soft skills were those non-technical skills. We've got a shopping bag, and we've got stairs or a ladder. Are we all ready? On your marks, get set, go.
Languages count as a soft skills, do they?
One more time.
Soft skills like leadership and communication.
But like,
I-
learning a different language also counts.
Oh, yeah. I think you can do that as a soft skill. Yeah, communication based. Yeah, that's great. I like that one. Although I shouldn't help you cheat. I'm competing
You're
against.
losing.
Oh.
You're losing time.
That's right. Okay. Shopping.
You
How
have
much
10
time we got,
seconds.
Tyler? Ooh. 10 seconds.
On the clock.
Oh.
I saw Anthony first. So Anthony, why
He
don't
did.
you show us what you've got?
Hi. Unfortunately, I couldn't find really anything but a shopping bag.
Hooray.
I don't
Not my
think
proudest work.
I didn't fare much better than you, Anthony. I have a shopping bag, but I do have my phone as a soft skill related item for communication purposes. I
And
know.
then Daniel, what you got?
I also have a shopping bag and a book on learning Ladino. There's also some stairs outside, but
I'm gonna say Daniel gets that one.
I think Daniel gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't even mention the stairs, me and Anthony, so
Yeah.
you got it.
Loving the mention of Ladino. That's not one you hear every day. And then
there's a lot of odd books here, actually.
Amen. Me too.
mhm.
So why
So
did you pick these words, Maya?
So we love the metaphor of a ladder or stairs in order to talk about workforce development, which are training services intended to facilitate job placement and career advancement with a focus on applicant gaps or organization need. Advancement allows us to climb up that corporate ladder. We've included a shopping bag as our own metaphor for, shopping for online classes, and we encourage you to explore new skills online, including soft skills like leadership, time management, project management, team building, public speaking, and business communication, among many others with free trainings and courses. Next slide, please. Our next items, we have an umbrella, an up arrow, and a utensil or tool that is metal. On your marks, get set, let's go.
I hear it's bad luck to open an umbrella inside, so please nobody open the umbrella.
Oh gosh, no.
It's a good thing I'm not feeling competitive today.
It was an accident.
15 seconds.
I don't
5
have-
seconds.
You have a metal pen that could be an upward arrow if you start it just the right way.
Hey. All right.
All right.
Daniel's the only one
Yeah.
back.
Oh,
Yeah.
I missed it by 2 seconds.
You missed it by like a solid 7 seconds.
Oh, I still want to show you mine though, but
That's
I know
fine.
I won't win. Okay.
What you got, Daniel?
It's just a metal fountain pen. Looks like an arrow if you kind of hold
Oh,
up.
we got a twofer.
That's a nice pen. Oh, it does look like an arrow. So
Doesn't
clever.
really write that well. It's probably a ring.
And then Stacy, what you got?
Let's see. Well, I mean, I don't know if you call this cheating or you call it clever, but there's my up arrow.
I call it clever.
Hey, if the rules don't work, change them.
Right, there you go. There's my up arrow. I have a metal tool. It's a fly swatter. It's metal. I guess it counts. And an umbrella, and my umbrella is a froggy umbrella. Not that that was a requirement, but it looks like a frog.
And then Anthony, you got back late, but is there anything you'd like to show?
I first would like to apologize for coming back late. Apparently nothing is where once I had thought it was. So instead of like I was going to bring out like aquascaping supplies for my aquarium, but nope, I have a fish hook instead for utensil or tool.
Oh.
Don't know why I have a stray fish hook in my room. That's probably a safety hazard. And I have an umbrella.
Yay.
I am gonna say, because Daniel came back on time and had a twofer, I'm gonna say Daniel gets the point.
Oh, it's fair.
I have a lot of metal utensils on my desk now that I'm looking around. I've got 2 Allen keys, a stapler, a screwdriver, a carabiner,
But
batteries.
do you have an arrow? That
On
is
my
the
keyboard,
question.
yeah, I've got 4 of them.
Oh, we all could have done our keyboards. What were we thinking?
Or
Oh,
we could have used the up arrow emoji.
We could have.
There's an up
Yeah.
arrow emoji.
There's an
Yeah.
every arrow
Yeah.
emoji.
Oh, my
There's
mind.
also an emoji for
Oh.
every letter and every number.
Okay, well, there you go.
But-
Next year, when we do this event again, we now know how to cheat. So,
Cheating, it's innovation.
I had a deck of cards that I was considering. Oh,
This
sorry.
is up arrow.
oh, that's good.
All right,
Cheating is just
so
a really negative way to say innovation.
innovation that excites.
Spade. Technically an up arrow.
That is an up arrow. I love the cleverness. Maya, you were gonna say something?
Yes. So we chose the umbrella because ultimately job training and professional development helps to provide protection for you on a metaphorical rainy day, just like an umbrella does on a literal rainy day. The cycle of poverty is the phenomenon wherein families living in poverty remain impoverished for 3 or more generations due to limited resources and opportunities. Some states provide job readiness training as a tool to help break this cycle. The need for workers during the Industrial Revolution led to the first classroom training for adults. And the up arrow is hopefully where you can go in your finances with tools like these. Little clever wording there. And then next slide, please. So we have M, we have menu, a mentor, and money. On your marks, get set, go.
Anastasia,
Okay.
you're one of my items for this. Look at that.
I am.
Okay,
one-
well, my
I
pen's
know.
working.
Oh, there you go. That's funny. That's good. Wait. That's pretty good.
That's great.
Oh, I know.
I also work in a bank.
I wish I worked in bank.
Ten-second warning.
I like the way that you dance, Maya.
I'm futzing around. I'm having a blast.
Me too.
I have my construction license. I guess that can count as like money and a business mentorship.
Oh,
Sure.
nice.
And then you got anything else, Daniel?
Menu.
Menu or mentor?
No, well, I also have my insurance license, but
As someone who has not gotten up, I would like to present Anastasia as one of my items for this, this task. I could go get the binder of every note that I took in every one of her classes as proof if needed.
I've got a few items too, but I don't have all 3. So I know, Anthony, if you have all 3, you might be the winner. I've got a picture of my mother, who is a mentor for me, as well as my 2 kids who are also, they're much older than they are in this picture. They are also mentors for me. I learn from them constantly. I have money, really strange money, kind of, I don't know, Daniel, if you're a coin collector, you might recognize these, but my husband does magic, and so he uses these for his magic tricks, but they are money, they count. But I do not have a menu.
I don't have a menu on my person either.
I do not have a menu, unfortunately. I have some things that, with some stretch of the imagination, could count, but I'm not going to bore you with technicalities. I'm going to be clean, play authentically. I have 3
Well-
United States dollars.
Oh,
And as far as a mentor, I don't have a picture of any family in my room. However, I was thinking of my dad when mentor came around, and I realized I've got 2 bookshelves full of his old textbooks. So here's a human physiology textbook, which could be a menu of sorts, but I don't know what you'd order.
the table of contents is.
Oh, you know
A
what?
table of contents.
I'm a
is
little bit.
menu.
Oh, would you look at that? There's my dad's name in the front of the book. Sorry, that's a little sweet. Table of contents is a menu, so I'm not going to count that because I didn't come up with that.
Teamwork.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have
Uh-oh, Daniel's coming in for another
I
try.
was just gonna
oh
Google
no,
menu, but
that
that
actually
works.
reminds me because I have this old book of a professor, one of his old students. This
Aw.
was back in 1987, and I apparently got his original copy of his.
Oh, that's super cool. That is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm sorry, Tyler, I don't think I signed any of my books for you.
No, but I do have a picture from you.
Oh, that's weird.
You
Oh,
sent it to
signing a
me. How is
book?
that weird?
A
No,
picture-
not in the
no.
book.
Anyway, okay,
You sent
awesome.
me a Christmas picture.
Oh, I do, yes. That's fair. I did send you a Christmas picture. So, Maya, why do we have these items?
So we have these. So we chose menu in particular because we have a menu or options with online courses and other training opportunities that can provide credentials to help you advance your career. Of course, these can help get you more money from a job, but perhaps the most important term here is mentorship. Mentorship provides a great opportunity for people to learn from those who are more experienced, and it doesn't need to be a formal mentor relationship, but an informal one that you proactively seek out. The idea of mentorship in the form of apprenticeships can be traced back to 2000 BC in Egypt, and mentorship can be informal. Like I said, after all, 70% of workers learn relevant skills on the job, often while they're working with others.
OJT on the job training. Nothing like it.
All right, on the job training, there you go.
Yeah.
Ready for the next slide? Oh, here we go.
This, I do believe, is our last one. So we have an event promotional item, an e-learning related item, and an empty container. On your marks, get set, let's go.
I might actually do this one.
I also might.
Mostly because I don't have to move. And I have all three of them right here.
Okay.
I'm already back, guys.
I have, oh, I was already back. I've got two. Music's
I don't
still
ever
going.
have to go anywhere. My desk is like full of wonder.
What's the talent? How busy do I want to be?
I have one empty computer.
I'm already back, y'all. Just
As
saying.
am I.
I have an empty wallet.
I have
I
to turn
have
my camera on for this.
computer.
Alright.
Hi. Who's
back.
Maya?
Okay.
Your call. Who gets picked on first? Who came back first? Tyler, I think.
It's definitely
Tyler,
Tyler.
show your stuff.
Show my stuff. Event promotional items, courtesy of Inform Your Community. They're blurring themselves. I'm sorry. I have a lot of empty containers. This little pile right here. And my e-learning related item is my headset that I'm wearing. Because
Ooh.
and the webcam that I'm using to, show you my face.
Nice.
That's
I
all.
am going to go ahead and show my items, not for points, but because I'm having fun. I have a Chamber of Commerce pen.
Ooh.
I've got an empty bag, and I've got my Canvas page with all of my classes on it.
Yay.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
Who got back? Who got back next? Tyler, did you perchance see?
Nope.
Cool. Daniel, what do you got?
I guess my phone can be an e-learning related item. Also, I have the Eventbrite page for promotion. And I guess this random wallet can count as an empty container.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just
that's good.
All
I
right.
wish it wasn't empty for you, Daniel, but I think it does count. There we go.
oh no, I have like a normal one. I just randomly have an empty wallet. I don't know why.
Can I show mine?
Please do.
All right, and then well, actually, Anthony, do you want to go first?
I
You have
mean,
items?
you're certainly more welcome to go ahead.
Okay, I've got an eyeglass holder. Have you guys seen these things? It's my new favorite thing. I have them all around the house now. an eyeglass holder, because I always lose my eyeglasses. So that is an empty container because there are no eyeglasses in it. Of course, I don't know where my eyeglasses are, but
I didn't know they made those, but I also can't see if they're not on my face. So
that's fair. I have a promotional item, which is from the New York Presbyterian Hospital. It is a, believe it or not, it looks like it should hold mints. So it's a little disappointing when I got it. It's actually hand sanitizer.
it is. It looks like a business card holder to me.
It looks
But
like
that's
a
because my
yeah.
business card holder looks like that.
Super cool. And then, oh, and then my e-learning item is my computer. So I'm kind of with you, Daniel. Phone, computer, I get you.
And then Anthony, what do you have?
So for an event promotional item, also y'all are really innovative with, you know, the computer, the phone, stuff like that. I'm very concrete. You guys think very much better than I do. But for promotional item, I have the program from my final ever choral performance in high school. And as far as an empty container, not necessarily the proudest of this, but there is an empty fish tank immediately to my right, just kind of sitting here, waiting to be put back in commission whenever I get to that. And
I'm just saying you could have also taken off your hat.
well, no, I've also got an empty vase or not an empty pot
too.
right here. So, you know, I'm full of empty containers. I just thought the fish tank would be you know, the most interesting, the most novel. And as
Yeah.
far as an e-learning related item, some of my notes from online calculus 1 over the summer. You know, it's very still concrete, but related to an e-learning experience.
Online calculus sounds scary.
It was
Yeah,
horrible. I loved it.
With like a empty tank,
Mm-hmm.
because I have an empty snake tank over here.
We've got to, so it sounds like the next time we have this game, we have to have like a pet store. We could do it for animal welfare and have like a pet store gift
Ooh.
card. So
Oh,
you'll
yeah.
have to come back when we do that one. Keep that in mind for next year, Maya.
I writing it down.
Noted.
All right.
All right.
So there are some values that are really important to this topic of job training and workforce development. In particular, having credentials like you would get from e-learning, showing leadership, innovation, and being driven, which can be very in your face, like branded items promoting companies. After all, as leaders at a company, we are promoting the company as well. And also being flexible and adaptable. The empty cup or the empty container helps represent that. We don't have to have all the answers. We can seek help, support, insight from others to, you know, quote, fill our cup.
Well, I think that's it for this game. I'm curious though. I don't think we have a tie in this game. I still think Daniel was the winner of this, although we've got some other folks with points here. I am wondering, did anybody catch the word that our slides spelled out?
I did, but that'd be cheating.
Well, it spelled out resume because, of course, we know with professional development and job training, workforce development, we know that resumes are very, very important as well. So congratulations to our trivia winner, Daniel, and our scavenger hunt winner, Daniel. And so we are thrilled. We're going to get you your certificates. We'll have those emailed to you. We will also, our first time ever in this program, having a prize. And so today, Daniel, you're our winner because you did win most of the points for this game. You did have a little competition there in the scavenger hunt, a little bit more, but you still won most of the points. So we are going to get you a $25 gift certificate, e-gift certificate to the Unemployed Philosopher. I'm sorry, the Unemployed Philosophers Guild. So we will make sure we get that to you. If you don't get it from us, make sure you follow up with us. We will get that to you though. We hope you enjoyed the games. I hope it was a little fun on, an otherwise maybe relatively boring kind of a day. So we thank you for joining us for this much to discuss program on job training and workforce development. We hope to see you at one of our future events. This is just the beginning of learning about this topic, not the end. And so we ask you to please consider undertaking a exploration of additional awareness about job training and workforce development. So in particular, you may want to look into different people that are important to this topic, like Malcolm Knowles, Robert Reich, or David C. Banks, are important folks to just do some additional research, find out more about them. As well as no matter what stage you are in your career, consider finding or becoming a mentor is really important to do. And why not do an informational interview? And that's when you just talk to somebody in your desired field, maybe at a higher level than you're in, maybe in a field that you want to go into, but you're not in currently. And, talk to them, ask them if they would be willing to sit down, have a conversation with you to just answer some of your questions about that different level of work or the different field that they're in. And of course, you can explore all the absolutely amazing courses. There are certifications, continuing education opportunities, apprenticeships, internships. There's so many opportunities to continue your own professional development. We encourage you to find out more about these as well. We do have a quick poll that we're going to put up for you to take if you don't mind. In addition, while you're doing that poll, I'll tell you that we'll sometime in about the next week, we're also going to be sending out an email that's going to have our infographic on it, as well as another survey in it that asks you about this event. And so if you can please tell us more about that as well. The survey questions that you'll get in that email are different from the ones you're answering right now. And our next free event is the Know-It-All Speaker event. That means it's a speaker series, and that's going to be on April 11th. That's going to be at 6:30 p.m. And we are going to be talking about marijuana and the law. And also our next Much to Discuss event, which is in this program that you were a part of today, we're going to be talking about consent and playing some games related to that, which I don't even know how you're going to pull that off, Maya, but I know you're going to make it happen. I know you can do it. So that's going to be coming up on April 25th from 6:30 to 7:30. So we hope to see you there as well. If you're watching this on YouTube, we ask that you please do like and subscribe and share our videos. As well, please consider signing up for our mailing list and donating at our links that are on the top right of our page. So thank you all for coming. Thank you to Jessica for being a wonderful co-facilitator today. Maya, and Jessica, those are some great games you guys played. And thank you folks for attending and being a part of this event. Really appreciated. Wonderful to meet everybody.